We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, from Nissin, the hot and spicy Fire Wok line, we have the torched teriyaki chicken. Now what's interesting about this is, I've done as many of the new Nissins as I can, so you're going to be kind of seeing them a little bit grouped together depending on when you watch this. This one is not on the website. I saw the Mongolian beef, which is supposed to be the hottest one. There's a review for that. The new Geki, which is supposed to more closely chase the Korean fire noodles line. I've done that one as well. The Geki spicy chicken. This one I couldn't find on the website. I did see it on the store shelf though. So it could be a Walmart exclusive. I really don't know. But this one they're calling 4. Also, what's interesting, I tried to find this in a bowl, but it only comes in this packet. So, interesting. Let's break this open and see what we have in here. Actually, I guess first let's take a look at the ingredient panel and see if we can't just find us the heat driver real briefly, as we like to do with noodles. What's funny is that sometimes I won't see it while I'm actually doing this. And then when I'm editing the video, I'll be like, oh, it's right there. It just seems obvious to me. So that's why I try to put this up here. I do see the word habanero. I see the word pepper powder. We got ground habanero pepper. Interesting. So what I don't see, dried green onions. So we'll have to find where that is. Hopefully it's just a dry packet I can toss. I don't see anything that's making me think of extract, however. So that's kind of interesting. There should be a teriyaki packet in here, would be my assumption, along with, oh! Okay, so this is similar to the Geki, where they actually have got, you can see, they actually have just flavored the noodles directly with something. Actually, let's try that. Let's just try it. Come here, you. We'll just try one of these. Yeah, so there's chili directly in these noodles itself, which is awesome. Okay, so we're just going to break these up. Take a little bite off that. And do we want the seasoning? Do we want, hey, stop it. Do we want the seasoning in there? Do we pour the seasoning in? Okay, so the seasoning water is going to go separate. So let's do this. We're going to do our usual thing. We're going to let it cook for 4 minutes and sit for 5. And I'm going to sift through the seasoning actually while we're doing that. Well, you know what? Let's not do that just yet. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me do this. Let me just pour it in here. See how pronounced this onion business is. Yeah, I don't actually see it here. So I wonder if there's supposed to be another packet somewhere. Oh, this is definitely the teriyaki. I can smell it from here. But yeah, I don't see any. Oh boy, that smells good. I don't see anything that would suggest to me green onions. So let's set this off to the side. And what we're going to do is cook for 4 minutes, sit for 5, and then we'll meet right back here. All right, so I might have got a tad bit more water than I had in mind in there, but you can see it. This water is not clear. It's like pulling some of the, whatever these noodles are coated with, off here a bit. Let's see if we can get Get you a look here. All right, and let's put in the... Oh, there's a green fleck in there. I just noticed one. That's right. We'll live with that. Uh-oh. This is the joy that you guys... This is the joy that one gets to do when one has food intolerances and they can't eat certain things without getting, in my case, sometimes rather violently ill. So even if this is probably a small enough amount that I'll be okay. I can tolerate onion powder to an extent, which basically is just pulverized onion. Just a very limited extent. And even if there's too much and I don't wind up getting sick to my stomach, like having to sprint for the bathroom, I will still get all sorts of stomach cramps and everything else. It is extremely miserable and unenjoyable. Garlic is fine, but shallots, chives, onions, any of that garbage, and it's very intensely problematic, which is why you don't see me ever doing sauces with onions in them. And it's something I noticed like immediately in almost all cases. So green bean casserole and stuff like that, that's stuff I generally have to make myself if I want it. Just to make sure it's safe. Which is, of course, very inconvenient at best. All right, let's get on into these. All right, so one of the things I'm going to say right now, a lot of this line is not really very good. And the last two flavors that have come out, this and the Mongolian beef. So Mongolian beef doesn't have a chili oil, it has a chili Vaseline in it. Check that video out if you want to see that. And it's dreadful. This one, this teriyaki powder, the chili infused noodles is something that they were doing with the geki. And it's showing up here. And there's not heat here, but why do we have a powdered teriyaki? It's not great. This is arguably not worth eating. So you know when something is powder and it just has that powdery taste to it, that powdery feel. That's what we have here. I don't understand why they would put powder in the envelope. Other than being cheap. The noodles have a decent half to them. They got a good chew. They're a little almost mealier than I like. Overall, they're not bad. The heat here is very, very moderate. This is, I mean, torched, right? They had sizzling. The sizzling pork is honestly the only one that I would ever suggest anyone get. And the sizzling, I haven't had it for a while, but the sizzling pork without throwing it, just throw the chili oil in the garbage because it ruins that dish. But the sizzling pork, Fire Wok, just the bowl by itself is actually a pretty good bowl of ramen especially for instant. And everything else in this line is just, ugh. It's been substandard to, like the case of the Mongolian beef, it was inedible. Once I put the Vaseline in there, it was awful. I didn't finish that bowl. If you watch through the videos, you'll see me finish a lot of stuff. Not that. That was just, I have a line, and that's why I'm never going to make it as a competitive eater, because that line where they don't want to just eat it is farther away for them than it is for me. I'm much more on the side of a foodie where stuff will often not be worth the effort. This one, I wouldn't say it's quite there, but it wasn't very good either. That's a shame. I like teriyaki a lot. I've had a lot of teriyaki in my time, spicy teriyakis. This probably would be one of the spicier ones. I mean, there's a little bit of a tingle there. Very low range though. You can see there we're out of noodles, so I'm not gonna finish the rest of the broth because, hey, I don't need to get 910 milligrams of sodium. This packet by itself is 60% of the sodium, assuming 2,000 calorie diet. Okay, well, I don't know what to make of this. I appreciate Nissin trying to get in there and play with stuff, but man, they're not doing well with it. Certainly Samyang and Wong have got that formula very fixed. But I'll tell you this, I don't think they're cheaping out on the ingredients either. I think that is the big problem here. Is they're like, ooh, look at the popularity. Ooh, look at our top ramen for like 25 to 40 cents a pack. Let's do something like that. And it's not functional. It doesn't work that way. It's not. I think that's the kind of the central themes. You can't really do that. This is. I appreciate that they're trying to get teriyaki in here. There's no chicken flavor, and the teriyaki is this really funky powdered ick, I guess is the best way I would describe it. So this one is still not as bad as Mongolian beef, which is putrid. But this is not, I mean, this is probably where the shrimp and the other chicken fall, actually. It's just, honestly, not very good. And I guess we'll leave it there. I don't know why this isn't in the tub like the other ones. So I like that when they come in a bowl, it makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, this is a mess for me as well. So there you have it. The Nissin Fire Wok Torched Teriyaki Chicken Ramen. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.